Getting into the last leg of my walk here, but let's talk on Filipinos losing face in the Philippines. You gotta be very, very careful there, guys. One of the things that we all have to appreciate, and we should be appreciating it, is even if we understood their language, when things get a little bit heated, you will not be able to translate, okay? And even if their English is very good, when anybody gets flustered, they're going to find other tactics, right? I mean, it's just built into the human genome to do this. So you don't want to get to a point where they lose face, because when they do, they are going to amplify their problem. Because it's their problem, but you've probably caused it. We have reputations there, guys. We do, and you can't get away from it. There's no question about that. Oh, there's a lovely doggy here. Morning, Roscoe. All dogs are Roscoe to me, guys. Yeah, you just don't want to go down that path, because once you amplify the situation, you may even find your own wife having a hard time defending you when you've amplified or escalated the problem. So try not to let it get there. Try to be a little bit more Buddhist in your approach to things. And that's how we dealt with the car when the accident happened, right? We had 2 accidents. On the second one, the guy was coming from our left, hit the driver's side door, broke the mirror, and slight dent on the door, which was resolvable. And he was trying to jump to the road that we were going on as well, and he was just trying to beat us to the punch. The net result is we had the accident, and he immediately starts to go in to he was in the right. Now, and why I was in the wrong. But fortunately, he's at my wife's window and she's barking at him. And that's okay. That's okay. Because they will cross-defend each other because they're speaking the same language. Okay? And this is where some of the problem comes in. Anytime we get amplified or pumped up or whatever, we're going to lose the ability to translate. Now finally he comes around to my door, and because I kept saying to him, "Are you okay?" Last thing you need to do is find out the guy who's got a broken leg and he doesn't even know it yet. I mean, he's the one that bounced off the road, right? Anyway, so he finally comes around and I finally just looked him square in the eye and I said, "Dude, are you okay? Don't worry about the vehicles right now. Are you okay?" And in that breath, I'm getting out of the car, I look at my car, I look at his bike, and I just said to him, "Are you okay?" And he finally said, "Yes, I'm okay, I'm okay." And I looked him over and I said, "Okay, it looks like you just got a couple of scratches, but you're okay." He says, "Yes." I said, "Good. We're leaving now." Because in retrospect, all he was worried about, that I was going to insist that he pay for the repairs on our car. Now, luckily, it wasn't the brand new car, but would we have got the police involved? We didn't on our first accident. It got all resolved between the kid and the family and us, because at the end of the day, we just said to him, "Look, we can resolve this one of 2 ways. You can either fix the car or we can call the police." Now, we already knew that he didn't have a driver's license, because he quickly said, "Don't call the police. I don't have one." Boom. Now, did we rip him off? No. Did we use our crew to get it fixed? Yes, and it cost us a little bit of time and a little bit of material. But at the end of the day, it got done. Was it back to brand new? No. Watch how you escalate things, guys. Watch how you escalate it. It'll bite you every single time. I've had situations where I was barking at a guy in our building because he was creating ants all over the place because he was not dealing with his garbage properly. And he said, "Why are you minding my business?" And I turned around and said, your actions are meaning you're minding all of our business here. And the other Filipinos are coming out the door and they're going after me. Even though he's creating a lot of mess in the building, it's still going to be my fault. Okay. We have reputations, guys. I'll give you another example. John and I are, and with Flora and Lynn, we're traveling between islands last year during the pandemic. We had all of our legal papers to travel. We run into the military checkpoint and the guy just looks through the window when it's finally our turn, looks in the window and goes, oh God, and just waves us through. And we start to laugh. And you know, there's one or two things here. The eye roll suggested we have reputations, guys, all of us. The other one is, those guys wouldn't travel. They'd always have their paperwork. No, we have reputations. He just did not want to deal with two in front of him. That was going to be how it was. And it was daytime. Okay, careful how you deal with Filipinos. You don't want them to lose face. It's so important, guys. You can't resolve anything if it escalates to that point. Later, Gators.